also grew up on a continent where, for my lifespan, for my lifespan, we have been pushing the idea of wind farms and tide farms.
Don't forget the poll tax.
Okay, I won't, but I failed to see how that really
I would never.
equates to what we're talking about. My point is that the
You've
UK
seen this discussion happen.
We've had this discussion for a long time, and it's always been shouted down, shot down, and generally trampled by a small group of people who have a lot of money and a lot of money to lose if we decide to change tack. And the sad truth is that
that's everywhere. I mean, that's everywhere. We've known about it for a long time. We've done nothing, and the two reasons are economics. It always has been, at least until this moment, pretty much more expensive to do it that way, even though the long-term benefits are obvious, and anybody that can think more than 5 years ahead is like, okay, well, that's a no-brainer. But we've also had, I mean, business conglomerates protect their interests. I mean, that's what business is for. You crush your competitors, and you find your market, and you defend it at all costs.
So that's also your fault as Americans.
Because we're the ultimate capitalists, I agree.
No, because you set the precedent.
Capitalism!
Actually, it's Dodge's fault.
Who?
Dodge Brothers.
The car company?
Yeah.
Why is it their fault?
In 1914, Dodge Brothers worked for Ford.
Okay.
They worked for Mr. Ford. And Mr. Ford turned around and thought, you know what? I charged an enormous amount of money last year for the Model T. This year, I'm going to charge less.
Okay.
Give the American public a break. We'll generate some more interest in getting vehicles. And to cover the cost of doing that, he cut the shareholders' premium, the return they were going to get on their investment. And the Dodge brothers were shareholders.
Yeah.
And they were counting on that investment return to start their own business, having just scalped all the technology that Ford had generated by going to work for him. So they sued him. And they won.
Okay.
And that's where the precedent comes from, that you cannot be philanthropic as a business that's owned by, as publicly owned. So when they're in this position where if you're ExxonMobil, you can't be nice to us because your shareholders demand maximum return for their investment. And if that means fucking us today...
I don't think they needed a lot of excuse.
No, but it means
that... we can't possibly be nice, it's against the law.
But it now means that anybody who is short-sighted enough to want their 100% return can leverage said company to make them do that. So we've got major hurdles to jump on. It's not just getting people to change their attitude.
Oh yeah.
We've got the fucking law against us.
It's true. I mean, the big idea behind all of this is it's going to take a restructuring of human society to sort of deal with this problem. We're not going to be able to let the free market handle this kind of thing.
I should hope not. The free market will knock us into the ground faster than the weather will.
Right. I mean, the free market is short-sighted and, like you say, based on it giving you a decent return to investors. And so we're going to have to move away from a strictly capitalistic approach to a lot of things because collectively we're all in danger and collectively we need to find these solutions. And a capitalist society is, by its very definition, one company out for itself to make the most amount of money it can. So, Star Trek socialism is the big idea behind all of this. On the website, as you probably read through, the end of the century is going to either look like Star Trek or Mad Max. That's the way that I'm thinking about the problem right now.
Your Earl Grey tea?
Yeah, either way, you'll get your Earl Grey tea.
I'm not sure Mad Max ever drank Earl Grey.
Just because he was a badass.